Get ready for a big adventure with a very small hero. Join us for The Little Critic and the Giant Pilgrim and discover how a tiny, boastful rat learns a huge lesson on an extraordinary journey.
Along a sun-drenched, dusty path, an uncommonly large elephant ambled with a slow, dignified pace, a truly magnificent sight. Upon its broad back, a beautifully crafted, three-storied howdah gently swayed, adorned with vibrant fabrics and glimmering golden tassels. Inside, seated gracefully, was a celebrated sultana, her tiny, fluffy white dog, and a sleek black cat. A playful brown monkey chattered softly, clinging to the howdah's side, while a vibrant parrot observed the world from its golden cage. Her kind old servant rode attentively, ensuring the comfort of all as they embarked on their significant pilgrimage journey. Hidden in a clump of dusty roadside grass, an uncommonly small gray rat watched the majestic procession with beady black eyes, a spark of disapproval already forming in his tiny mind. He sneered at the elephant's relaxed steps, finding them ridiculously slow for such a grand creature. Honestly, look at him. Such slowness, the little rat thought, his whiskers twitching with clear annoyance as he watched the elephant. Why do people express such astonishment at seeing this enormous bulk? It's completely beyond me. He puffed out his tiny chest, feeling a surge of pride in his own small, quick body. He wondered aloud, though no one could hear. What is it you admire in him, you men? If it is only the sheer weight of his body that brings awe, then we rats, small as we are, consider ourselves not one tiny grain less important than the elephant. He believed his small size was actually an advantage, allowing him to be swift and unburdened. The giant elephant simply seemed like a moving gray mountain of inefficiency to the conceited little rat. The little rat would have continued his grand pronouncements for much longer, certain of his own superior wisdom. He was just about to invent new arguments about the foolishness of admiring mere size, when a pair of sharp, emerald green eyes opened slowly. From within the shadows of the howdah, the sleek black cat stretched languidly, its powerful muscles rippling beneath glossy fur. The cat had been napping peacefully in a sunbeam, but the faint scent of something small and intriguing now tickled its keen nose. Its whiskered face turned towards the edge of the path, its gaze falling exactly upon the boastful gray rat. The rat, still lost in his own world of self-admiration, remained completely unaware of the sudden, silent attention he had attracted. Before the little rat could utter another word of his lengthy critique, a blur of sleek, black fur suddenly launched itself from the howdah. With astonishing speed and grace, the black cat bounded out, landing softly on the dusty ground right beside where the rat was boasting. The air seemed to whoosh as the cat moved. The tiny rat, startled beyond belief, let out a terrified squeak as his eloquent speech was abruptly cut short. His boastful bravado vanished instantly, replaced by a chilling terror that gripped his tiny heart. He tried to scurry away, his small legs pumping frantically, but the cat was far too swift and precise. The world had just tilted on its axis for the arrogant little creature. In a flash, the cat's paw, surprisingly gentle yet firm, easily scooped up the tiny trembling rat. The brave speeches and grand comparisons now seemed distant and foolish inside the little rat's frantic mind. Held securely, the rat dangled for a moment, looking up into those intelligent green eyes which held no malice, only calm observation. The cat brought the disoriented rat closer to its face, almost eye to eye, though the rat's entire body was no bigger than the cat's nose. See, the cat's silent gaze seemed to say, there are different kinds of important in this world. The cat didn't hurt the rat. It merely held him long enough to deliver a very important, unspoken lesson. After a long moment, the sleek black cat carefully lowered its paw and released the trembling rat back onto the dusty ground. The little gray rat, still shaking slightly, didn't waste a second, scurrying as fast as his legs would carry him to the nearest hiding spot between some stones. From his new, safe vantage point, he watched the magnificent elephant continue its slow, steady journey, and the graceful cat calmly return to the howdah. The world no longer seemed quite so simple. He understood now that swiftness couldn't always overcome strength, and arrogance never made one truly superior. He had learned in an instant that a rat is indeed not an elephant, nor is an elephant just a slow, clumsy beast. And so, the little rat learned a valuable lesson that day, one that reached far beyond mere size. It taught him that all creatures, big or small, have their own unique strengths and purposes in the world. Judging others based on their appearance, or comparing one's own traits as superior, is often a mistake. True importance comes not from how big or fast you are, but from kindness, understanding, and respect for everyone around you. Each of us plays a special role, and every journey has its own rhythm. So let us celebrate the differences, for they make our world wonderfully rich and full of surprising lessons.
Ever dreamed of being the hero? Now you get to be the star. Your adventure starts at TalesMio. Visit talesmio.com now.